Good morning, everyone. We will begin the morning service of the Miroku Association headquarters, asking God and Meishu-sama for protection and the permission to participate today in the divine plan of constructing a paradise on this earth. Let us pray together the Amatsu-Norito, the prayer of heaven, followed by the Miroku Prayer. Please stand. Taka amahara ni kamazumarimasu kamurogi kamuromi no mikoto mochite sumemi oya kamu izanagi no mikoto tsukushi no himuka no tachihana no ahagi harani Misogi harai tamo toki ni narimaseru harai dono o kami tachi moro moro no magagoto tsumi kegare o harai tamae kiyome tamae tomao sukoto no yoshio Amatsu kami kunitsu kami yao yorozu no kami tachi tomoni ame no fuji koma no mimi furi tatete kikoshi mese to kashikomi kashikomi mo maosu Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki hae tamae Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki hae tamae Oshie miyoya nushi no kami mamori tamae saki hae tamae Oshie miyoya nushi no kami mamori tamae saki hae tamae Kamnagara tamachi hae mase Kamnagara tamachi hae mase Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized, with health, peace, and prosperity a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated for group Johrei. May God and Meishu-sama bless you. Meishu-sama's teaching today is entitled Kyoto Heian Kyo. It is found on the Daily Inspirations, page 28. The clear water of Hirasawa Pond, reflecting the green hills behind the Sagano Plain, is peaceful and quiet. The age of night is coming to an end. The long-awaited daylight age is about to be born. The civilization of Japan of the Heian period was born and then prospered in the region surrounding our Kyoto gardens. Of our three sacred grounds in Japan, Hakone amid high mountains represents the spirit of fire, Atami by the sea, the spirit of water, and Kyoto in the plains, the spirit of earth. The spirit of earth means the functions and activities in this physical world. The progress of our Johrei work so far has been mainly the development in the spiritual realm, which is invisible. But from now on, the development of our work in this physical world will become more apparent. So, as the construction of our Kyoto sacred grounds advances from this point forward, the development of our Johrei work will become more visible. Japanese numerology, Hakone represents the number 5, Atami represents 6, and Kyoto 7. As the Kyoto sacred grounds construction becomes more materialized, the element of 7 expands. Thus, the three elements of 5, 6, and 7 will become more balanced, will combine and function better. By this, our spiritual work of Johrei will become stronger, and our work will become easier and will go more smoothly. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining the Miroku Association headquarters morning service. Thank you also for praying along with us, directing your prayers towards world peace. This morning, I want to share with you the faith experience of Carlene Simone Santana da Silva. She's from the Orla Sul Johrei Center in Natal, Brazil. Carlene is 47 years old. She has been a Johrei member for 9 years and currently dedicates herself as a family assistant. A few years ago, she developed a habit of impulsively spending money and going into debt that made her suffer deeply. During that time, she borrowed money to pay off her debts. She tried to prevent her husband from becoming aware of that situation. However, he found out. They had a big argument that culminated in him threatening to leave her if it happened again. 2019, in an attempt to pay off the previous loan, Carlene borrowed more money. Her bank account became depleted and she spent over her credit card limit. All of this created a snowball effect. She felt depressed and didn't know how to resolve the situation. Since 4 months she was not contributing to the house expenses, her husband asked if she had gone into debt again. However, she was denying that anything was out of order. At the beginning of 2021, one day, she asked God and Meishu-sama for permission to become a better person, worthy of her commitments, and to give her the strength to tell her husband the truth. She made the decision to discuss a deal to those she owed money. Surprisingly, her offers were accepted, and she could pay her debts in installments interest-free. Carlene felt hopeful that everything would work out. A few days later, she felt courageous to tell her husband and children what was happening. They all cried together after the conversation, and her husband reaffirmed his words that he was leaving her. Despite being saddened by the situation and his decision, she still felt grateful and relieved to clarify the truth to her family members. Carlene decided to hand everything over to God and Meishu-sama and to commit herself in giving service. Since there is no Johrei center in the city where she lives, she began to intensify our practice of faith at home. She began to give more Johrei to family members and to watch our online services. During the same time, She tried to keep in touch more frequently with the members she has been assigned to assist. Additionally, she began to regularly offer donations of gratitude, a practice she was not accustomed to do. Soon she could perceive the divine protection because her husband decided not to leave their home any longer, although he was still very upset. That month, when Carlene received her paycheck, she first materialized her gratitude and paid the first installment of the four agreements she had made. She became penniless but happy to honor the commitments she had made. Around this time, she sponsored a Johrei home gathering. Right on the following week, her 19-year-old son was hired on his first job. Carlene felt very happy and cried with joy. Today, her financial situation is gradually recovering. She settled two of the repayment agreements and she is strictly complying with the orders. She no longer incurs in debts. Her marital relationship has harmonized. Carlini learned the importance of turning over her afflictions to God and Meishu-sama, and of the commitment to our practices of faith, amongst them, offering donations of gratitude. Her commitment now is to be more useful to the divine work each day, sharing the light of Johrei and the teachings of Meishu-sama to many people, so that they can have their lives transformed, as hers was beautifully changed. Thank you very much for attending this morning service, for listening to this faith experience. Wish you a very blessed day. With this concludes our morning service. Thank you very much.